Hello again guys, another impromptu ammo testing video here. Unfortunately, weather's been lovely in the UK for weeks, and one day I come out, it's dull, raining, windy, but that's what it is when you're pest controlling and so on. Let's take what you've got. So, why am I out testing ammo? Okay, well actually, really, I'm just out testing the ZANs, or I was out to test the ZANs today. I haven't shot them before, done a bit of testing with them, and unfortunately they didn't live up to what my expectation was going to be. So, I've redone all this ammo already, with the scope cam on there, so I thought I'd make a video out of it. So why am I testing the ZAN? Let's go back as to why. So obviously this is my FX Crown MKII. It's a 500mm barrel. It's got the standard superior liner in it. It's an FAC variant. I've got the reg set at about 150, I think, if I remember. 150, 155. And the hammer spring not quite maxed out. 3/4 to just over, and it seems to just ping nice at that with the 500mm barrel in it. So originally my thoughts were this was going to be my pellet gun, but I'm testing slugs, or shooting. I have been shooting slugs out of it. But if you're a subscriber to my channel, or if you see my other videos, you also know I've got an FX Impact M3 in .25. Now that is my slug gun, and I primarily shoot slugs out of that, with the occasional Hades, because they're quite a good weight, 25 grain big in .25. But that's my slug gun, and so this was going to be my pellet gun for in the woods, shooting at the squirrels, etc., things like that, at much closer ranges. But as with everything, I tried various pellets, and you're going to see these couple today that I've tested, and it shoots pellets spot on, as you would expect. Almost any Diablo shaped pellet on pellet at 30 meters or so, and much further. But as you do, I thought I'd get some slugs. Now this is about 2 years ago. I've had this gun about 2 years. About 2 years ago, I thought, well, let's try some slugs. So I bought a range of slugs, not the ZANs. I bought some hybrids, I bought some Javelins, and I bought some NSAs, and popped them through the rifle. Now, the hybrids, I've already shot them again today. You'll see that coming up. They shoot really well, but they're very expensive. The Javelins, they shoot very well, but they're quite heavy and slowing down with speed. They're shooting around just touching the 900 feet per second, I think. Unfortunately, my chronos died. I even put 2 new batteries in it that I had in the packet, and it still won't work. So maybe those batteries, they've been in there a long time, gone. So unfortunately, I really haven't got any chrono info on that, which would have made it a much better information video. But the Javelins shoot around 900 feet per second, I think, and the FX hybrids were shooting around just over 910, 915, I think. It's been a long time since I've shot them, apart from today, and you'll see the results here. But the NSA 20.2 grains shoot like laser beams. And what I mean by that is not necessarily so much the accuracy, which is really good, you'll see in a moment, but they shoot at around 960 feet per second. So they're like laser beams out of it. I really liked them. But I'm almost out of them now. I bought 2 boxes of them. There's 375 in a box, which is really good. Now, hybrids are really expensive. You only get 100 of them. Javelins, they're about the same price when I bought them as the hybrids, but you get 200 in there, so much better value. These were about the same price of all those, a tiny bit more expensive, I think. But there's 375 in there. So since they were shooting so fast and they're damn accurate, I bought myself 2 boxes of them. I must be down to about my last 100 in there, So I thought I'd better get on and buy some more. I live in the UK, in England, yeah. Went to all my regular sites where I've bought various pellets, etc. Can't find any anywhere. Absolutely nowhere. In fact, there's hardly any NSA slugs out there in England that I can see. The ones that are much heavier weights and much larger calibers and so on. But when I was searching everywhere for them, the ZAN 20 grains came up. And I thought, ZANs? I really like the ZANs, I shoot them out of me impact. So I thought, yeah, I'll buy a box of those. I've tested them a few times now, and you'll see this on the video there. They are just not consistent, which is a big disappointment to me, because I really do like the ZAN products. And they brought out a whole new range of calibers and weights and pellets. But in my Crowm, shooting at my tune I've got, they're just not working. Now, if I up the regulator a bit more, give it a bit more oomph or whatever, now I think they're shooting around 930, 940 feet per second, maybe a little bit slower when I was shooting them before. Sorry, the bloody chrono's packed up on me. But as you'll see coming up in the video, they're just not performing. I could probably tune the gun, maybe get them to shoot out a little bit better. But from the results you'll see with everything else I've shot, I think I should just use up what I've got. Especially when I shoot pest control mostly, and I shoot 5, 10, 15 shots a night or a day, pest control. I had some pellets with me as well in the bag, in the gun bag, and I've shot those as well. You can see what they shoot like. I typically don't shoot pellets, not these particular ones, because exact jumbo heavies, 25 grains. These are Vara, but essentially they're H&N 21 grains with the slightly pointed. They're like Barracuda match or something like that. They shoot really well, but they've not hollow points in them, so there's no expansion at all with them. And when I'm pest controlling, I like to shoot with something with an expansion, because these, they won't deform, they won't expand at all, they just go straight through. So, sorry to keep waffling on and everything. Have a look at my results. Hopefully I've got everything recorded on the scope cam and it comes out clear, because it's a rotten day. It's quite breezy, it's raining on me now, it's been raining throughout this, but the results are what the results are. They're good results and show exactly what I've typically found. So let me shut up, see these results. I think you like them. At 30 yards and at just over 50 yards I'm shooting, at 30 meters and at 52 meters is what I'm shooting at here. Hopefully got it all on the camera, you'll see what it is. Hopefully it'll be good information and good viewing for you. Thanks guys. Okay, so let's start with the NSA 20.2 grains. Now to give them their full title if you like, they're 218 hollow point dished base, I think that's what they mean there. So yeah, right, start off at 30 meters and then on to 50, well just over about 52 meters. So let's try 5. Camera's rolling. A little bit better focus, there we go. Too much mag for this. NSA 20 grains. This is the base one. This is my favourites if you like. Now I'm going to try and take them fairly quick. I'm not going to time and try and get them as accurate as possible. But as you can see, if this is filming fine, these are like laser beams. Oh, I've lost count. How many is that? 4? This is the 5th. And it's starting to rain. It's picking right up. But yeah, you can see what that's like. Now 50 metre, it's just over, it's about 52 metres. Try and focus it in. I'm going to give it a MOA as well. This is probably going to drop short. Give it a bit more zoom. Just over 50 metres. A little bit high at that 1 MOA, but I'll carry on. Wind's blowing it a bit, but hopefully it'll be fairly equal for all of the pellets and slugs. Might be getting a bit of moisture on the lens. Okay, that's all. So I must have shot 6 on the other one, there's 4 there. But you get the idea, these NSAs are absolutely great, yeah? That's a real nice little group at 52 metres, and at 30, absolutely bang on. Okay, I've reloaded with the ZAN 20 grains. They're 218s. Had big hopes for these, but didn't quite work out, as maybe you'll see. Okay. 3-0. Focus back in at 30 yards. On with the camera. Okay. So the ZAN 20 range. Well, that's quite typical of what I've been finding with these ZANs, like you say. Just not great. Let's go to the 50 yard and see what we get. Okay. I don't remember if I cocked him or not. There we go. Absolute flyer. It's cold weather, the magazine doesn't like it so much. Well, I mean, that's pretty typical of what I've had with the ZANs, and I've already shot over 100 of them to try and acclimate the barrel previously. could probably get them to shoot better if I tried tuning the rifle a little bit more perhaps, but oh, I was disappointed with that. I was hoping I'd be able to buy ZANs and do that. Okay, let's try some others. Okay, next up I've put the Javelins in there. These are 218s, 23 grains. From what I remember, they were pretty accurate, but much slower, being 23 grains, I suppose. When I say much slower, I think they used to shoot around, literally at about 900 feet per second, which isn't bad. Just wish the chrono hadn't died on me, and we'd be fine. Right, let's get back on the 30-yard target. Down on the zoomies a bit. Okay. Now we're rolling. 23 grain javelins. 30 meters. These are grouping pretty well. I think the spread is as much me as it is maybe the wind in it. Yep, there's 5 there. It's not a bad group, it's definitely usable. Let's go to the 50 meter, just over. See what this is. Now this is 23 grain, the heaviest weight ones. Always works a lot better if you cock your rifle first. Ooh, liking that. You can see the others were a bit higher. This been a bit heavier, is now bang on. Liking these javelins. I do remember them being very accurate, if I remember rightly, just they're that little bit slower. That is a nice group. That's the NSAs. That's those, sorry to say, terrible ZANs. Really happy with that. Okay. Very good. Last but not least, let's try the hybrids. Okay. Just loaded up 10 hybrids, not got many left, 20 left plus the 10 in there, so I'm almost out of them as well. From what I remember, the hybrids, they shot really well. Again, a lot slower than the NSAs. I think they shot just over the 900 feet per second, but if I remember, they were pretty accurate, but they're expensive. Right. To the 30 meter. That looks something like it. Camera on, the wind is picked up quite a bit. So, bit of grass in front of us as well. FX hybrid slugs, 30 meters. yeah, I thought I remembered these being pretty accurate. Oh, wish I had the chrono so I could see what they were shooting at. Can't argue with that group, can you? Now remember, I've not re-zeroed the scope for any of these different ammunitions, and they're all shooting pretty damn good, but that's a good group even for my mediocre sort of shooting, if you know what I mean, yeah? Right, let's go 50 metres, or just over, like I say, ranged at 52. Let's get this zoom up. That looks somewhat in focus. Am I recording? I am. Okay, FX hybrids at just over 50 meters. Sharpen up a little bit. I hope this scope cam is picking this up okay. Looks like I might have to buy some more FX hybrid slugs. Just pay the money. Am I seeing that wrong? That is like almost one hole at 52 meters. Yeah, I am seeing it right, aren't I? That's it. Ooh, that was a good group, guys. Wow. Just looking through the scope at the 52 meter target. That was my previous favourites, the NSA, 20 grains. They do shoot really well though, because they shoot fast. I'm sure they were shooting around 960 feet per second, something like that. So the drop isn't, as you can see, compared to these others, they're shooting that little bit high. That was unfortunately the ZANs, and that has been my experience all the time with the ZANs. Probably need to tweak the gun a bit to get them to shoot better. Bloody right, this is okay, this is raining now. That was the Javelins, 23 grains. Pretty impressed with that. But there's no arguing, out of this superior liner, these FX slugs were absolutely brilliant. So, I've still got about 100 NSAs to fire off. Maybe I'll store them aside. I should shoot the rest of my Javelins. There's probably 100, 120, 130 in there still, because I've not shot many of them. But I'm really thinking I might have to fork out and buy another packet of these, because I'm using as sparingly as I am just when I'm sort of pest control for squirrels and so on. I can't argue with that, can I? I just need to do those, definitely. Loaded up with JSB Jumbo Monsters, 25.39 grains. So these are the big heavy Diablo pellets. Hope you can see that. Now, it's been a long time since I initially tried them. If I remember rightly, they were shooting slow. Probably around the 8:30 mark, something like that, maybe. Maybe I'll chrono them all when I get home and I can let you know, but let's get back on the 30 back on the 30 yard meter, sorry, target. Let's see what these shoot like, shall we? Now I've not got a shoot and see target, we'll just have to shoot on the paper, hopefully you can see it okay. Yep. Sound like they're going alright, don't they? They're a little bit low from my 0 because they're 25 grains, but they're bang on. They are bang on. I think that was 5 shots. Let's go 2. I'll give it the same 1 MOA as I did all the others. Let's go 52 meters. That's about my eyes there. Go for the centre target again. Excuse me. Much more of a drop there, as you can see, and you'd expect it. I think they're probably, again as you'd expect, affected by the wind much more. Grouping pretty good though, aren't they? As Diablo pellets always do out of these liners. Can't really argue with that, can you? Being blown about a little bit and dropping a bit low because of my 0 with the slugs, but that's still a pretty good group at 52 meters. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, the only other pellets I got are these. These are Viroc, they say, Magnum Diablo pellets, 21.14 grains, but they're actually H&N Barracuda match, I think, is basically what they are. So, give me a moment, I'll load up with them, let's have a look, see what they do. Okay, so these are the Viroc Magnum Diablo pellets, which essentially, they got the sticker on the back that looks just like the H&Ns. I'm sure they're made by H&N. They've a slightly pointed sort of Diablo pellet, if you know what I mean. Got that shape to them. Put a picture up in the screen maybe, or if you can see there. And these are 21.14 grains. Let's see what these do. I'm on the aim at because I run out of target, so I can use my sighter in on the side there. Okay, that's somewhere near focused. Scope cam on. Okay, let's try these ones. 21 point whatever it was grain. Sound like they're shooting quite nice speed. Diablo pellets, aren't they? Diablo pellets in these FX liners, superior line, just shoot. Pellet on pellet, don't they? And the only reason I don't really shoot them is because they're not like a hollow point, they're not a hunter, no expansion, they just go straight through anything you hit. and don't deform at all, these sort of pellets. Same as the Jumbo Diablos. Right, let's try it at 52 meters then, eh? Oh, I'm going to struggle to shoot it somewhere. Can maybe group down there. Okay, what are we going to shoot at here? I'll try that target there. Bear in mind, there are... no, I'll tell you what. Let's try them in the centre there. That was the 25 grain group there. They might be shooting pretty much same group, so I'll go to a different spot. Let's see if they group, where they group. What can I shoot at? It's going to drop, so I don't know. Let's try that. Sorry guys, let's try that one. I hope it doesn't group where those ones there are. Ooh, that one went well low. Let's try again. A little bit lower again. Still grouping, but even lower than the 25 grains maybe. But definitely groupings, just like the paper's ripped up, that's it. But they group, there's no doubt about that. So it's only a 500mm superior barrel in this, but out of 50 yards, it's bang on. I can't go any further here, everything's overgrown so massively, I can only go out to that sort of distance there. But yeah, that was a good set of results. Okay, let's have a little sum up on my camera phone, guys. This is the 30 meter target, and back there is the 52 meter target. So this was the NSA's, lovely group. That's what I'm zeroed for. As you can see, they're spot on. There's my thumb. That's why I've been really happy with them. Can't find them anymore anywhere in the UK, so I tried the 20 grain ZANs, and typically that's the results I've had, having shot about 110, 120 of them. No consistency at all with the tune I've got on that gun. So I'm not saying they're no good, they're just not working for me with the tune that I want to leave on my gun there. This is the Javelins. Again, thumbnail covering, really impressed with them. That's a pretty good group, and probably the spread was my poor shooting, but look at those hybrids. Obviously not quite zero, they didn't change the zero at all, but that's a good group. Where's my thumb? There's my thumb. They're bang on, and they do have really good expansion, of course, don't they, those hybrids? So yeah, let's go and have a look at the 50 meter target, 52, and have a sum up there. Okay, we're now at the 52 meter target. This was the NSA's. There's my thumb. That's a pretty good group, especially for my shooting. You've got to take my bench shooting into consideration, which is crap. So NSA's, like I say, I like them. They're still a little bit high. I put 1 MOA on them. They're a little bit high because they shoot so sort of fast, yeah. This is the ZANs, 20 grains. Again, unfortunately you got that inconsistency there. The speed isn't too bad by the looks of it because they're shooting up high, but there's just no consistency, and that has been my experience with those ZANs without trying to retune that gun at all. So go down to the Javelins. Now the Javelins is this group here with the one flyer there, which was probably me. That's hell of a group, isn't it? Without too much of a drop as well. because they're 23 grain Javelins. These ones with the pellets, so forget those, yeah, but these Javelins, bang on. And wow, what can I say about the hybrids? Are they worth the money? Probably are. I should just go and fork out, buy a couple of packs of hybrids and use them. But I've still got maybe 100 of these to shoot. Once I've shot these NSAs, I can easily, forget the ZANs, I can easily get onto the Javelins. They will be fine, and then probably stick with hybrids might be the idea. So thanks for everything, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please click on that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed, and if you like pest control and so on, I've got plenty more videos to look at on my channel. Thanks for now. See you again soon.